What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Growing Pains, running a profitable window film business. I got Matt here with me. Today's topic is definitely a relevant topic because of the pandemic, COVID-19. It's been really hard to find and attract and hire employees. So Matt's going to talk about what to look for when you do hire an employee. So Matt, why don't you kick it off? What are some of the things that you think about when you hire an employee?
Cool. Yeah, no, we thought about this topic because in a normal world, hiring window tinting installers, just employees in general in a normal environment, it's very difficult to find and retain good people. But now with the current environment of coronavirus, everyone was off work. Now they're trying to go back to work. They're giving a bunch of money on unemployment. And so now it's a really weird time right now and really I'm finding it, and I'm assuming a lot of the other businesses out there are finding it really difficult to find people. Some positions they're making more on unemployment with the additional money. So, and you could debate either way, but at the end of the day, it's a hard situation right now to find people. I mean, we have ads out for, like decent money, 60,000, 70,000, and no responses, like no people sending it. Like, it's crazy. And like, these are big markets, San Francisco, Seattle, like there's nobody out there that wants a job. It's pretty crazy. So I think, in terms of like finding the people, obviously there's all the job boards you can go out there, but I think what we want to talk about today was just about, if you do find someone, what to look for in an employee for your company. We've hired a lot of people, and the reason Solar Art's been really successful is because of the people that we've found, and we've been able to cultivate and grow them within the company. And that's been by far the biggest probably thing that's, has seen us, grow and also help implement, our strategies and our growth is the people. That's probably the hardest thing to do. I mean, you can implement policies and procedures and, that's kind of black and white, but the people thing is constantly evolving and moving. So I think that's the most difficult part. And so we've kind of tried to focus on finding good people first, right? I mean, I guess it's, doesn't, needless to say, right, you want to find a good person, because a lot of the positions that we hire for, like take a sales position, a salesperson, for example, right? And you're like, oh, I got to find this great salespeople. And we've tried going out there and getting these people that have all this experience. It just never works out, Then we try hiring, these younger kids, potentially like just out of college, a couple years out of college, smart, want to work, excited to be in the job for, maybe it's their first job or second job. And they're it's their first entry into the work world. Right. But they're hungry, they're thirsty for knowledge, and, they have, they're motivated, and then you could mold them right into exactly what you want. And then, so we've been able to do that with that sort of employee, right? And then we've seen them just like totally grow, and it's been great, you go for, I think it's both sides of the fence. You go for experience, they have experience, that's the advantage. It's also a disadvantage because then they're do stuff the way they've always done stuff. Mm-hmm. They have preconceived notions of how things need to be done, whether it's sales or communication style or whatever. Mm-hmm. You get someone a little bit younger, they're still forming their opinions about things and about people. And so we can show them, hey, this is what we do. This is what can work for us, because we know it works, right? And so I think, those younger, talented people is kind of what we look for. And we've done that multiple times where, a couple years out of college, smart, like, and they don't even have to have any experience, no sales experience, no operations experience, no zero about window film. And we've turned them around to be these great, awesome employees,
Right.
So I think it's people first, it's culture first. It's obviously they have to fit in the culture. They have to, like the vibe, like what we stand for and everything. But I think it's, we always say, oh, installers, like it's so hard to find installers. Like, I wish these installers would like walk through the door, these guys with like, 20 years experience that are awesome. Well, if they got 20 years experience and they're awesome, they're working somewhere. Right.
Right.
And if they're not, and they're available, well, there's probably a reason they're available, right? So
Mm.
what's the deal, right? I mean, it happens. It happens. You know, there's a disgruntled employee. They're a great employee. They leave. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying, and so that's what we look for first, and then it goes to like on the installer side too. Like I think, you know, finding people with just maybe they're handy, maybe they've worked in the construction before, but want to work, want to learn, you know, to do the job. You know, look, what we do, window film, like it's not brain surgery. You
Mm.
know, you don't need a college degree. You don't need, you know what I mean? You just have to have the right sensibility, want to work, right? It's a great business. You know, we're not digging ditches, like from an installer standpoint. Their tools are soap and water and a squeegee. Okay. Yeah, they're on ladders and there's, you
Mhm.
know, there is some difficulty to it, but like on the whole, if you talk about like, you know, labor intensive jobs or trade jobs, I'd say it's pretty up there. The challenge is nobody fucking knows about it because we're in
Right.
such a small market, you know,
Mhm.
plumbing, electrical, all these other things are huge, right? And so we're like a little tiny blip. So like no one's looking to go to trade school to do window tinting. They don't even know it exists.
Right.
And so I think that's the challenge in our industry is like, you know, so we, you know, we reach out to colleges, you know, to try and get people that are, you know, into trades and things like that.
Mhm.
So it's just some things, some thoughts around what we look for at Solar Art. And, you know, what I think, you know, would really help out a company is obviously the people. Everyone that runs a business knows that it's all about the people, and nobody can find people right now. Nobody. Like I have all different friends and businesses from, you know, our business, window tinting, other businesses, my barber, like they're like just like nobody, can't find
Mhm.
anybody, you know?
Yeah. Which is
So
strange because like unemployment is so high. You would think
it
people would
is.
be flocking back to work, but they're not. There's no
It,
incentive, maybe.
I don't know what it is. It's just a weird time where it's like I think everyone's busy right now. Prices are going up.
Mhm.
Like, you know, we ordered a van and we had to get it upfit with some accessories, and it was 30% higher than it was a couple of years ago. I mean, I get an increase, but 30%.
Right.
So, I mean, there's a lot of money in the system. And I think there's a lack of labor. And when there's a lack of labor, well, what do you do if you're too busy? Just raise your prices, right? And so
Right.
I think that's what a lot of people are doing. So,
Yeah.
so that
Cool.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So let us know what you guys think when you guys are looking to hire people. I mean, Matt mentioned that it's definitely, you know, driven, motivated. Maybe lack of experience might be beneficial for you because then it's easier to fold into your culture and how you operate as a business. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next week.